Hello everyone, my name is Matt Scorpion and welcome back to Destiny 2. This time, a quick little breakdown of the Guardian games. Now, for those that weren't with us last year around this time, the Guardian games is essentially Destiny Olympics. It pits, instead of nation versus nation, since we're always fighting with the other nations in this game, it pits class against class. But it is, air quotes, friendly competition. So last year, basically, Titans dominated after Hunters won a single day, and then Titans won the rest of the day, and Warlocks just kind of hang out for second place, and they took their silver, and they went home. And then Hunters cried. And cried. And cried. But aside from that, basically, this is a effort of grinding. Now, while a lot of people might be tired of bounty grinding, this is essentially what this was. At least last year, the so-called medals that based progress and effort, it was basically unique bounties before. It could be anything from range from doing Black Armory Forges, which don't exist anymore, or running strikes, gambits, killing specific enemies specific ways. It was basically nicer, I say, bounties, and some they ranged from a bronze, silver to gold tier last year. The better the medal, the better and harder the rewards were to earn. Now, it essentially would just extend, make things lengthier and do other things. And last year, they unveiled Heir Apparent for a consentive to play. Now, Heir Apparent, personally for me, I got it in my first week, and I played Guardian games to support Titans after, but a friend of mine told me that he was too busy, and I had to actually earn 2 Heir Apparents, one of the very last week, with almost not enough time. Like, I'm not even kidding. I had started on a Tuesday, ended on a Friday of the last week. But regardless of story time, basically, this revolves around specific class items, which I shall show now for the new revamped version. These are the class items you'll be rocking between classes. For there is Hunter, and then there is also Titan. Go Titans! For our, as a YouTuber Astacross called it, butt towels. I think that's what it was. And we also have Warlocks, which personally I think Warlocks got the best looking one, just because it actually looks like they can do something unique and cool, other than being, a class item. Now, after wearing those during the event, you will earn laurels, which is essentially kind of little bounty. It's basically Guardian Games currency. It's kind of like how Iron Banner tokens are only relevant during Iron Banner and that kind of sort of thing. And aside from that, there will also be what is known as contender cards this time around. This will be the bounties from medals that will also include a new platinum variety of sorts that will include platinum challenges for Nightfall ordeals as well as trials. So endgame stuff, some definitely rewards there. But basically, it will go by day. We'll see. There will be a new platform on the tower. I unfortunately don't have any personal enemies myself, so I won't bother. I had some footage from last year, but, new computer and everything. But basically, there will be a podium that will mark who won day by day. At least this is how it was last year. There will be a podium that gives a medal to mark who won each day, as well as a kind of reset week by week. If Titans won the majority of the first week, Titans would have gold. If Hunters won second place, they would have silver. And then the Warlocks would have bronze for the third. The class items of the specific year would resonate for that. So Titans marks would be gold. Warlocks would be a silver lining. And then Hunters have a bronze lining. And in addition to that, we will also see banners to represent progress in the day. So we'll see who is winning that day before the final is made. And there will be a weekly sort of ceremony to celebrate who takes the week. And per the usual, whoever just generally wins more will, of course, take the crown. There will be about a 3-day-long closing ceremony to cover who won from the 7th to the 11th of May. But basically, it'll be the same thing. We'll get another... Well, I say we. I'm just kind of pandering here. Titans, hopefully, will get another trophy to keep in the tower. There'll also be a medals case that'll kind of be like our progress sort of thing. I heard from Bungie that apparently if you have a triumph that rewards these medals and the case is full or something, they'll be deleted. So that is details that they aren't exactly teasing. I'm just showing what's available from the front page. But speaking of Heir Apparent, there will be a new ornament for it that will be Guardian Games based, and for those who did not earn it last year, it'll basically be earnable through a new quest. You don't have to do what we did, or it won't be RNG, but its catalyst will be. It'll drop from gold and platinum metal insertions. So when you complete these contender cards and get both either gold or platinum, you'll have a chance at its catalyst, which supposedly buffs the shield so that it is tankier. I say supposedly, and it also makes it so that when your shield is broken, it reloads up part of your magazine. But you got to remember, this was a 200, wait, wasn't it 200? Yeah, it was 200 rounds in the mag. Depending on the portion, it could actually be pretty OP. If it was a full 50 rounds, that might be a bit of a game changer, especially for, well, I say for, well, I want to think. It could be a decent game changer, depending on how tanky it actually makes the shield. Might save your life in the Grandmasters. But aside from that, depending on whether or not you're a dedicated fan, there will be a Bungie reward available, which will be a new jacket that you can customize the patch for it depending on your class. And you can also represent, there'll be a new exotic sparrow and of course exotic ships and some other various things, new ghost shells per these usual events. And there will be a unlockable gold pin commemorating the winning class, which I hope it really lets you pick, just because if Titans somehow don't win again this year, I would really love the Titan one just because it looks decently cool. So last year, to also explain, there was a big population difference. Hunters have about a 2-to-1 population difference between, I think it was Hunters and Warlocks combined for some reason. Even though my Hunter is my least played class. It might just be because I'm a Titan. Who knows? But either way, there was a kind of shifter to balance because there were so many Hunters. It shuffled it so that for every 2 Hunters, it would be 1 Titan or something. And I don't know if it was just because the Hunters were being lazy last year or something, but Titans ran away and won. If the weighting system is still in just because of a higher population, I think Titans might take it again. Just because it seems like Hunter mains are the kind that get what they need out of a, what's it called? An event. Like for this case, it would be the Heir Apparent Exotic and the Catalyst. And then they go home. Yeah, oftentimes it seems like Hunter mains, they get what they needed and they give up. Fight me. I will stand by that. I mean, Titans won last year, so there's no real argument there. So with that, my name is Matt Scorpion. This has been the basics to Guardian games. If you did not know, there is a link that gives better details of time, and there are probably other YouTubers that give more in detail of what you'll have to do. But that is the basics based off of last year. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you learned something, a like, share, and subscribe would definitely be appreciated. Would definitely benefit the channel if you kind of did that. I know it's kind of that boring detail, but I did look. A lot of people who watch my videos aren't really subscribed. That would definitely help out a lot. But aside from that, my name is Mad Scorpion. I will see you in the next video, which will likely be me covering the TWAB for this week. And I will see you then.